cameras in action, glamour glitters and gold. I unfold the scroll, plant seeds to stampede the globe when I'm deceased. But then the beast arise like yeast to conquer peace, leaving savages to roam in the streets, live on the run.
To give some context of Cheikh Anta Diop as a scientist, you know, at all times, Cheikh Anta Diop was a scientist, a very good scientist. And the thing about science, it is always very, it's dealing with information, it's dealing with methodology, and it's dealing with accuracy, and it's always dealing with self-correction and things of that nature. So I'm just going to read, this is coming from an interview that Diop did, and this is a transcript from that interview, and I'm just going to read it. This is Diop speaking. He said, "I would like to see, above all, a greater number of researchers, Afro-Americans, young Americans, even whites. Why not? Because it's the young who are the least prejudiced. As a consequence, they are the most capable of making triumph ideas which frighten the older generation. Also, I think that it would be necessary to put together polyvalent scientific teams capable of doing in-depth studies for sure, and that's what's important. It bothers me when someone takes me on my word without developing a means of verifying what I say. We must form a scientific spirit capable of seeing even the weaknesses of our own proofs, of seeing the unfinished side of our work, and of committing ourselves to completing it. You understand? Therefore, we should then have a work which could honestly stand criticism, because what we've done, we would have placed it on a scientific plane." So, put plain and simply, is that Diop was bothered, or would be bothered, by anyone who simply take him for his word.
I would like to ask a question for all four of y'all scholars. There's some controversy going on about the word Kemet, meaning black now. Some people saying Kemet don't mean black. Some people saying Kemet do mean black. Now that I got four of y'all scholars here, I would like for y'all to address that.
We're making noise for nothing because the question has already been answered. You know, and I, think that this question has been answered by Cheikh Anta Diop, by Dr. Ben, and there is nothing that we can say above and beyond that.
It bothers me when someone takes me on my word without developing a means of verifying what I say. We must form a scientific spirit capable of seeing even the weaknesses of our own proofs.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I thought we were past this.
Yeah. Well, listen. Sometimes scholars are trying to sharpen their intellectual swords, and you have to allow them to do that, right?
It bothers me when someone takes me on my word without developing a means of verifying what I say. We must form a scientific spirit capable of seeing even the weaknesses of our own proofs.